If you want to grow your shoulders and get bigger shoulders with calisthenics, then this is the video for you. Hey there YouTube, it's your boy Sleepy Sage back at again with another video. And so today's video I'm going to be talking about the best exercises to grow your shoulder. So the shoulder consists of three different muscle groups. And so the first one is going to be your anterior deltoids or your front delts. The next is going to be your side delts or your lateral delts. And the last one is going to be your posterior delts or your rear delts as well. And so the difference between these different muscle groups is that when you are doing pushing movements or exercises, you're mostly going to be working your front delts a lot more. You might work your side delts a little bit, but mostly just your front. Your front delts is going to be working a lot when you're doing, bench press, push-ups, incline bench press, overhead press, whatever the case may be. Any pushing movement is going to be working your front delts. And so the opposite of that is that when you're doing any pulling exercises, you're going to be working your rear delts, like your inverted rows, your Australian pull-ups, single arm rows, whatever the case may be, even dumbbell rows or even pull-ups as well. You can definitely work your rear delts. And also for side delts, those are mostly target those that's mostly due to isolation movements like lateral raises. You can't really target your side delts when you're doing like compound movements, especially with calisthenics. With calisthenics, it's hard to isolate the side delt. So in order for you to work on that, you're mostly just going to be doing lateral raises and different variations of lateral raises to work the side delts. Okay, so first to talk about the front delts and the best exercises for those. The first one that we have is the weighted dips. The weighted dips are one of the best exercises to build your side delts because it is a compound movement. Not only does it work your front delts, it works your lower chest and your triceps as well. It builds a lot of more muscle mass. There's a lot of room and potential of growth when you're using weighted dips as well. And then the second one would be pseudo planche push-ups. These are definitely slept on a lot, especially like within the calisthenic space. These are mostly used when you're working towards like say the planche or things like that. But if you want to build just like overall shoulder strength and just build like stronger delts as well, stronger shoulders, this is like a really good stable exercise. Not only will you get stronger shoulders when you're doing this, but you will also build a lot more horizontal pushing strength when working with these push-ups. And the next one would be pike push-ups. This exercise is more shoulder focused than the other two. Pike push-ups, this is another vertical pushing movement, but these are way more focused on the shoulders and they do massive wonders. You build general upper body strength, you build a lot stronger shoulders, and you can even build way bigger shoulders when doing pike push-ups. And so next is for side delts. Yet again, like I said earlier, you can't really target side delts when doing calisthenics. You can't really target them or isolate them that much. It's kind of hard to do. So for side delts, you really just probably need to do lateral raises and things like that, and just other variations. And last but not least is going to be the rear delts. And so for rear delts, the best exercise for this is the Australian pull-ups. These are king when working on your rear delts. Not only do they hit those as well, but they also hit your traps. They hit your traps, they hit your upper back, and they also help a lot with your horizontal pulling strength. You get way more strength and a thicker back with the Australian pull-ups. And another one as well is something that's slept on and a lot of people don't really know about, but I will tell you this, is that weighted pull-ups. I have built decent rear delts just off of weighted pull-ups alone, because there's just like the weighted dips, it builds a lot more muscle mass and it has a lot of room for potential that you can use to grow. And also the more specific thing about when doing weighted pull-ups that to work your rear delts is that you do it with an arched back. And so how you achieve that is by engaging your shoulder blades and squeezing them together as you're doing the weighted pull-up, because when you do that you have an arched back, which helps target the upper back as well, like the traps and the rhomboids. It's mostly focused on your upper back than it does your lats. It still works your back overall, but when you do it with an arched back, it mostly targets the upper back where you have your traps, your rear delts, and even like your rhomboids as well too. So that's it. That's been the video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.